Warning, because this clip.
So speaking of finesse 2 times, right? You had a similar situation where your mom came on the internet and just started bashing you, essentially saying that you weren't doing much for her, and you came back
Yeah, I ain't doing
responded.
shit for her.
In this clip,
Yeah, I ain't doing a thing for her. As you saying, boy, you know how I went through with that bitch.
had me like, and my cartel boat. That's a little bro. But damn, let's take y'all back to what his mama said actually.
Stewart, Cartel Bow Mama. This nigga don't do shit for me, and I don't give a fuck. He don't do shit for my mama, who he say raised him. I raised that. I'm the one kept jobs. I'm the one kept him in court. Then he want to sit up and talk about all these that they fuck this woman, but this pregnant with his twins right now. This nigga come visit my house yesterday. I ain't changed that baby. I ain't touched that baby milk. While I'm gone though, he steals my TV off my wall. He stole my goddamn TV. Hobo NFL Cartel is a fake. He ain't never been shot. He shot himself in the leg. He ain't no gangster. He can't fight. If you kick the left leg, you gonna get him because he got a hole in that. I don't ask my son for no money. I don't ask my son to do shit for me. He say he love his granny so much, he don't come see her. He ain't came to see my mama since he been out of jail more than the fingers and toes I got. He's a but today he going to jail. Who steals their mama TV out their living room because you brought your here, made your baby a bother, changed your baby motherfucking diaper, and you steal my TV, knowing that I'm taking care of my 90-year-old mama, your granny, who you never talk about. You always talking about she did this. Your mama ain't raised your. I raised that. He can talk about me all the fuck he want, but I work 2 jobs, and so what I have to say, not no pussy either. This my mama right here. He don't do shit for me nor my mama. But he come here steal a TV, he's a weak broke. Motherfucker shot himself in the leg. He was a crip, blood before he was a crip. He was 17. That nigga wore red. That nigga's a bitch. Who steals their mama TV? All I got when I'm over here trying to take care of my mama. What the fuck am I gonna do with some Similac? He the one made his baby a diaper yesterday, a bottle and a diaper yesterday. Nobody in this house touches baby. But this nigga want to come and steal from me. The police on their way. Burglary of habitation, and I'm finna send the pistols to that motherfucking studio with the police. I'm gonna take everything in that motherfucker. Fuck my son. He ain't nothing but a liar. He sit up and talk like he know this and know that. I'm tired of giving that bitch a pass. When he stole this TV at my house from me and my mama, I'm tired of lying. He don't do nothing for us. He don't fuck with the family. My nephew gave him all this money and sent him commissary to make that video fresh out.
Now, shit. Y'all understand that part, right? All right, so I don't want to put that out there, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't hear what she said and all this stuff, because he starts saying a whole bunch of things, and I'm gonna be fair. Like, part of the story makes sense, part of the story don't. And I'm not here to criticize little bro, but it's content right now, and y'all put it out there, so it is what it is. But before we get started, man, y'all know, hit that goddamn QR code. Yeah. Ain't nobody over there saying it's no scam no more. Only complaints we getting is bruh, I need to figure out how to make $500. $5 cash so Nashville. You hit that QR code or tap the link in the description. Put the app on your phone and start playing games today. You can listen to a video like this in the background as y'all do y'all thanky thing. Get paid to play, man. That's free cash. $5 from Seti Nash. You hit that QR code or tap the link in the description. Let's continue on.
I don't have, like, you gotta understand, I don't have, just cause you and your mama got a relationship, you don't know my, you know what I'm saying? Let me explain something to you. When I was born, I was 1 year old. I'm gonna give you a rundown. When I was 1 year old, right? She was still in high school. You feel me? So she had me. She was drunk, pulled up in a red drop top convertible. My cousin Jay Ton and my granny in the yard. Drunk in the bitch. I'm in the back in the car seat. Jay Ton snatched the car seat out while she bag out skirt and this, that, and other. Get on down the freeway. They say my mama didn't see me again until I was 2. Right? So when she did see me, granny had been taking care of me. Granny had been doing that, but she was pregnant with my sister. So it was just so much shit, like, gang, I've been with granny my whole life. You hear me? So I did to my pre-K, granny. Kindergarten, granny. First grade, granny house. I ain't talking about granny with her. Well, she was wherever the fuck she was at. 7th grade, they sent me over there to try to stay for a little bit. Came back in 3 months. Tony started, you know what I'm saying, with my ass. 3rd grade, went out there about 3-4 months. Came back before the Christmas break. You know what I'm saying? Her husband putting his hands on me. Granny don't like this shit. Bring my baby back over here. 5th grade, same thing. But by the time the 5th grade did, she actually did something about it. Like, you keep putting your hands on my child, baby, because the nigga had beat me to a bloody pulp in real life. That's not, like, China, you gotta understand this lady. You don't understand, like, the
As a 5th grader?
As a 5th grader. No, that happened in the 4th grade. I was going to Bush Elementary, so I was on punishment, wasn't supposed to be watching TV. You know what I'm saying? Nigga came in the house. My sister told on me just whoop, whoop, whoop. And they tied me up with them orange extension cords and beat the shit out of me with the black ones until I started bleeding. No, he tied me with the black ones and beat the shit out of me with the orange extension cords, the garage ones, until I was just blood everywhere. So I did hear my mom on the phone saying, don't touch my child, this, that, and the other. Whoop, 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 this, that. And, that's for Miracle. This, that, you know what I'm saying, whatnot or whatever. And I was like, okay. Damn. I gotta cut that back because now this shit got me thinking about my daughter. Answer that. Make sure she okay. Yeah, that nigga started beating the dog shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Blood. But my mama was on the phone, you know what I'm saying, screaming, don't touch my
And he tells the whole part of the story because his dates don't necessarily add up with what he said. But he tells the story, and I ain't gonna lie. Boy, as a father, I would have went to the goddamn wood chipper with a goddamn person being drugged, because you don't do kids like that, bro. I don't care how bad they acting, man. Sometimes, man, restraint is your best power. Listen to this damn story.
First time in the 2nd grade, she let nigga beat the shit out of me, nigga. She let Tony Davis beat the dog out of me, nigga. In the 2nd grade, all the way up until like the 4th and 5th, they had to take me from that hoe, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then when she got divorced and went to the next nigga, Tooth to beat the shit out of me, nigga. Tooth to walk down the highway, had me with black eyes and shit, a baby, a boy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? 4th grade, 5th grade. You feel me? After that, Steven put his hands on my every nigga she ever with. She let put their motherfuckers on me, bro. That bitch gave me away again to CPS custody, bro. That hoe hated me. Stayed with granny. Nigga. I ain't never stayed with that lady no more than 3 months. This nigga was 6 years old, gang. Tony tied me up with them orange stick extension cords. Tied my feet up, tied my hips up, tied my arms up, and beat the dog shit out with me with an extra orange extension. Bro, it was blood everywhere, bro. I was 6 years old. I was 6 years old. My sister sat on the couch and cried. He made them watch. They cried, bro. They cried, bro. Nigga beat with blood everywhere, bro. Nigga granny sheltered me, protected me. I ain't had no daddy in the picture. You know what my daddy told me? Look, I know I ain't shit, but at least I showed you everything what not to do. Nigga ain't never bought me a pair of shoes, a shirt, or nothing. My mama done shot at me with a 4-4 Magnum, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Man, that lady done sold all my shit. That lady done tried to sell my sister the pill, nigga. You don't understand. That lady ain't told me I would never be shit. That lady gave me, I was living with church people, bro, at 13 and 14. I was living with people from the church, gang. People from the church, nigga. Cause I ain't had nowhere to go for 2-3 years as a kid. I literally was a kid, house to house, pillar to post. That hoe went and hit a robbery with some nigga pharmacy, then folded on the nigga, got 10 years probation. Nigga, the first time I got to some real street, he was had to buck that with some nigga, some shit he had going on the ag rob. Just pulled a knife on my sister. Got there 2-3 months ago, they called me begging me to bond out. And my sister pregnant. 8 months pregnant. Just had the baby. You understand what I'm saying? At the time. So it's like, bro, y'all be having these motherfuckers that's still that's supporting, that's willing, and y'all don't really, man, love your mom and love your daddy, ain't? Cause some motherfuckers out here got situated where they hate they is. Like they for real, bro. Use, abuse, and tool become something in life, and they, yeah, but for real, gang. Like, appreciate your people, gang. I ain't never had no relationship with my mama or my dad. I ain't never been able to pick up the phone and call them in a time of need. She caught another ad robbery, bro. Another one. I caught a case. I caught some real. You know what happened, gang? She sold my candy blue slab. She sold my great PA06 Supers. She blew all the money on pills in the game room and came back to the jail with a box. Nigga trying to talk to me at visitation, not telling me she done sold my mother. I done risked my life for real. I done slumped.
Y'all hear about the abuse and all of this stuff and everything, but you also heard about, you know, him not taking care of his granny according to his mom. I don't know whose story y'all are finding more believable, but that childhood trauma, bruh, that's a real ass thing. He goes on further to explain the way that his grandma was taking care of him and coming through and all this stuff. And mind you, Houston is a big ass city, bruh. So the trips and all of this stuff to get grandmama's baby, that's commendable.
This, that, another little, but the damage had been done, guy. This nigga been beating me for years. He ain't worried about that shit you talking about, but she finally left his ass that next year, you know what I'm saying? But I would only go stay with them for 3 months, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes because granny was just like, she was catching a metro bus from Lakewood to Bush Airport to take care of me, my nigga. Every day catching you know what I'm saying? And then start working at Dillard's at Greenspoint Mall. And was catching a bus from Lakewood to fucking Dillard's, nigga, to take care of me in her 60s. You understand what I'm saying? So 6th grade, 7th grade, I kind of go stay at my papa house for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And my papa, you feel me? My dad ain't never bought me shit. My dad ain't never bought me a shirt, shoes, drawers, like. And all I can say is he apologized for it, but when I was grown. And I leave it there, because I don't want to bring him through there. But back to the other shit. So I tried to stay with them for a little bit, but still end up back at Granny house, 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? By the time I go over there with Natalie again, she with another nigga, Toothy. I think Toothy had, what they went bowling? I was a young nigga. I was young in the bitch. They went bowling, came back drunk in the morning, right? And my sister get to telling, he keep messing with me. Toothy come down there and punch me in my eye like a grown ass man. I'm talking about ball his fist at and bust my shit. And hit me again, and drug me to and rush me to the restroom, like getting into a nigga like a grown ass man. For real. I ain't had no dad to come to my rescue. I ain't had none of that, gang. Natalie ain't give a fuck. When I was young, Natalie let Toothy. This is some of the worst shit. Like, this lady evil. Like, this lady locked me, like, she would lock me in the garage with the lights off. For hours with barking dogs and shit like that. Like, the lady was evil, gang. That lady made me kneel in hard rice in the corner from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And every time I fell, she beat the dog shit out of me with an extension cord, nigga, for hours. Nigga. So when I see white teachers beating or giving their kid an ass whooping, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, I be like, man, my mom supposed to be in the feds. The shit that lady did to me, gang, I ain't gonna hold you. So I never had, like, when your people, I never had that. I never had that relationship. I've never had that relationship. Her next nigga, Steve, same shit. Choked the dog shit out of me, big old ass nigga, truck driver. Choked the dog shit out of my ass one day. She come out there bitch with a gun ready to shoot me. Nigga. That bitch shot at me before, for real, nigga. Yo, my relationship with my mama ain't your relationship with your mama. I don't have no relationship with my mama. When I got grown, it was complete disconnect, no communication. Years. But it wasn't even that when I was a kid. When I was 14, 15, I was living with people at the church. Nigga. I didn't have nowhere to go. Nigga. There was people from the church that I had just met the day before and going to school and everything with them people. They ain't let you watch BET in the house. They had all these super strict black old school rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was serious, gang. Like, and they were really in the street. So when I paint these pictures in the store, I'm not making this shit up. This shit just really this is what it is. So when you see that and then I explain it to you and you go back and look at her talk, you see everything I'm telling you. That nigga ain't lying.
So why does she feel like, if that's the scenario, that she could come out and kind of claim your success?
My mom's a dope fiend, gang. She's a pill head, gang. She has a pill problem. She's had a pill problem for years. It's just what it is, gang. Bad. Real bad. Real bad. Super bad. The morning she did that goofy ass shit, my sister called me and say, I'm letting you know your mama finna. My sister called me because she like they don't fuck like women. But man, you know, I said, what happened? Yo, nah, she took them pills this morning. She tripping. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for this shit. Man, she posted shit on the internet. Man, that shit everybody. Bro. I go look at it. I'm looking like, bro. I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. That's why I ain't say nothing for like a month. I could have been responded, but I said something like it was just on my heart. I was like, man, because other people want to do it. I did that shit. She got 15,000 comments.
In one instance, right? It's as tale as old as time. We don't know exactly what a lot of these people are going through, meaning somebody to the left of you, somebody to the right of you, somebody you met in your past, and even people in the future that you don't know that you're going to meet, We don't know their story. See, a lot of times, right, some of us, not all of us, because all of us are not the same, some of us will say, well, I did this, you could do that. We don't know the mental scars. We don't know sometimes the hardships that you have been through have actually been a blessing to you. You know, there's a saying, I think it's a country music set that says, thank God for unanswered prayers, right? In this instance, man, why are you even being cool with your mom after all that in the first place? And if you notice she's disappointing like that, and she comes with disappointments, it's best to understand she's going to leave you disappointed more than to believe that you would not. See, Maya Angelou once said, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. But there's something to be said about parental adoration from certain people. Me, I ain't got that story. But I can tell you 100% if that would have happened to me and my mama wouldn't be cool. Or I would love her from a distance. I'm one of the rare few people who say on this internet, you don't owe your parents shit. You just don't. If you want to help your parents out, cool. If you want to do certain things for your parents, cool. But in my opinion, once parents have children, that's your responsibility to take care of your children and help grow them into the human beings that they'll be. But at the same time, bro, y'all be like 40 and 50 years old already quitting life, depending upon your child. You still have 20, 30 productive years that you could be doing shit for yourself, but you want to tap out is insane to me. Just to me. I might be one of the only rare few. I don't believe you owe your family shit. Me personally, I don't believe you owe your family shit unless they directly tied into your success. If somebody were to come out and say, yo, Nash, and I'm just saying my family, which it has not happened, my family know better than to try that shit with me. Hey, I've been helping promote your YouTube videos, bro. I've been shooting and sharing this to this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. All right, then you're entitled to some of that success. But some of these people, hell nah. But back to the story, back to the point, bro. Listen, the best response would have been to say, I love my mama, but I'm not messing with my mama. To go into details and do all of this stuff, this shit sticks on the internet forever. I wouldn't care if my mama beat me from the sunrise to the sunset. It's just certain things that you just want to be careful, because the day your mama turns ill and turns over and pushes up daisies, what are we going to be talking about? You a young man, a young warrior. Take the damn arrows. Nobody gives a damn. Or maybe they do. I don't know, man. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified. Whack 100 finna put lawsuits on you cats that's doing all y'all reactions. I decoded it, man. Click right here to find out Wack's big ass play that I don't think nobody else seen coming. I think I'm the only one who's seen this coming. Click right here to see that video, or click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.